This is the Skoda Superb Estate, and if you'll excuse the pun, it represents superb value for money because it starts from just over £21,000. Now if you click up there to go to carwow.co.uk, you can compare offers from dealers and buy a price you're confident in. And on average, people save £3,600 on a new car through Carwow. Now if you're wondering where my usual gag is to intro the car, decide not to bother anymore because they're a little bit childish. Anyway, this car's boot, it's absolutely massive. So it is the biggest in class, it's super practical. You can carry all that you need in this car. And it's not just huge, it's also got lots of really clever, useful features. So the parcel shelf, it's very easy to just slide back. And it's nice and light, so I can remove it very, very easily. We have some tethering points here, got 12-volt socket here. Love this feature as well. You've got a raisable false floor, and to do it, it's dead easy. Look. Bang, it's up, and then you've got a flat low bay. You can slide things in and out, dead simply. Now I can fold down the seats if I want to, using the levers on the top. And if I wanted to, I could have walked around. It's just a bit of a shame this car doesn't have as standard some levers in the boot to do it like you get with a Volkswagen Passat Estate. Now, look at that space, it's huge. You can carry pretty much all that you'd need to. Now, let's talk about the back seats. Now I'll just pop these back, as you can see, very easy to do, because I want to show you just how absolutely massive it is here in the back. I mean, it's like a stretch limousine. Look at this. Look at it. Loads of room. I mean, there's few cars that are as big as this in the back, and I'm talking like Mercedes S-Class long wheelbase and stuff. This is massive. Loads of headroom as well because of the boxy shape, big windows, huge footwells. In fact, the footwells are so large, look, I can actually fit in them. I think this is a first for me in any video. I've never illustrated a footwell like this before. Yeah, this car is massive. You've got some other features like this. Look, we've got the armrest, you've got some cup holders there. We've got a through ski hatch, which is handy. Now, if you're not using that, you can carry through in the back, though this centre seat is a little bit raised up. So it does mean that it's a bit of a perch here. And I don't think this car is quite as good for carrying through in the back as a VW Passat, though it is better for two in the back because it's even bigger than the Passat. Now, if you click up there to watch our detailed practicality video, you can see just how much stuff we could cram into this car's boot, how easy it is to fit a child seat, and what it's really like with 3 people in the back at once. So let's move on to the front to see what it's like for the driver. Now, this Superb Estate is very roomy here in the front as well, and there's lots of useful storage areas. You've got some big door bins. Look, that's a large bowl, fits in there. We've got some storage here. There's more under here. Obviously a big glove box as well. Well, a reasonable size one. It's good enough. And in terms of quality and design, well, I don't really think that this feels any less expensive inside than a Volkswagen Passat Estate. I mean, they're pretty much the same car, really. It is very nice. Now, if you go for the SE model, you get plenty of kit as standard, including an 8-inch colour touchscreen. However, it doesn't come with satellite navigation as standard, though that's not too much of a problem because it does come with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so you can just hook your phone up to it and use your navigation off your phone if you want to. Now, if you want more information on this infotainment system, click up there to watch my detailed infotainment video review.
So far so good then for the Superb Estate. But what's it like to drive?
Believe it or not, this big old Skoda shares its chassis with this sporty Audi TT. Obviously it's been lengthened quite a bit and it errs on the side of comfort. Now, it is comfortable, so the suspension does a great job of ironing out bumps in the road, but if you want it even more comfortable, top of the range cars are available with adaptive dampers, but really, you don't need that. It does a good job as it is. In terms of the handling, it goes around corners as well as you need a car like this too. It's by no means sporty, but then you wouldn't expect to go for a run in your slippers, would you? In terms of the rest of the experience, well, the seats, they're quite nice. The material is a little bit on the cheap side, but they're comfy enough. You can do lots of miles in them, no backache at all. One thing I do notice though is when you're going at speed, you do get quite a bit of wind whistle. It's maybe not the quietest car in its class, this Skoda, but it's not too much of a problem. In terms of visibility, yeah, this is a big car, but there's hardly any blind spots, so it's actually easy to manoeuvre in town traffic, and the controls are nice and light, and yeah, there's not much to complain about. Just a little bit difficult to park maybe, but thankfully you do get reversing sensors as standard. Now, if you want to check out the visibility yourself, click up there to join me for a 360-degree passenger ride video. Now, you can get this Superb Estate with a wide range of engines from the VW stable. So I would personally go for the 1.4 litre TSI turbo petrol. You know, it's nippy and it gives decent economy, but most people probably go for a diesel. This is the 1.6 litre diesel in this car, and it's actually all you need. If you go for the green line version, Skoda claims 76 miles per gallon. This isn't the green line, so for this one it's supposed to be 67 miles per gallon, though I'm getting around 45. Now the engine actually has just enough shove for most people's needs, though if you plan to tow, you're going to want one of the 2 litre diesels. If you plan to go quickly, you can get a 2 litre turbo petrol with 280 horsepower, and that one has 4-wheel drive. In terms of gearboxes, they're positive, a little bit notchy. I think this car works really well with the automatic gearbox. It's a very, very good system. But hey, you pay your money and it takes your choice.
And this brings us on to 5 things which aren't so great about the Skoda Superb.
In a Volkswagen Passat, you can get a fully digital driver's display, but in the Superb, all there is a tiny little black and white screen. The on logo for the stereo rotates round when you change the volume, and it just looks a bit unusual. From certain angles, this car looks like a big old barge, especially in red. You kind of feel that this car would benefit from a nice old-fashioned analog clock just here instead of that passenger airbag warning sign. Look at all these blanked out switches. Makes you think about all those options you couldn't afford.
Still, the Superb has plenty of cool features which more than make up for all this.
The boot light also doubles as a torch, and it's magnetic. There's an umbrella inside each front door. You can fit the load cover underneath the false floor. There's an eye scraper in the fuel filler cap. There you go, going to need that this weather. Oh, it's magnifying glass as well. Forgot about that. There's another cubby just here, and it's so huge it can fit my egotistical big head. Now, if you click up there, you can get more information and save an average of £3,750 on a new Skoda Superb Estate through carwow.co.uk. So then, what's my overall verdict on this car? Should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you just go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should just go right ahead and buy this Skoda Superb Estate. It is the best estate in the business. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and share it, and click on our logo up there to subscribe. Click down there, you can watch my 360-degree passenger ride video of this Skoda Superb Estate. There for my detailed practicality, and up there for my detailed infotainment video. Now, did you spot the Easter egg in this video? It was the check pattern somewhere in one of the car's cubbies. Do you get it? Check? Skoda's a check car company? Yeah, well anyway, see if you can find it again by rewind the video to see where we hit it.